Good evening, rock fans. This is Brad.
I'm Amy.
I'm Mikey B.
This is Peoples.
And we are joined by the man himself, Mr. Paco Estrada. Good evening, my friend.
How you guys doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you got some good Amy cooking coming your way down there. And that's why I want to be back in studio. I'm not going to lie. I want to be there on chicken and waffle night. So
Mikey's been contributing too. So
what?
Wow.
We are trying something new tonight with the cooking. It's
the children get to help.
Lasagna roll-ups.
So, Mikey made that.
It's mostly made out of Play-Doh. Very colorful. No, he's making some mushrooms.
Yeah, we're doing mushrooms after the show.
He's gonna make.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Not those kind of mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
Take it 1 minute into the show.
Right. That's because we've been on here having fun for the last half hour. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. People, we're just getting warmed up. It's like old times where we used to take breaks and play music in between, and now we're doing. It's kind of the same thing. We're taking them. Before the show, we get to get all that out.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, we did shots before the show for the first time since we started this whole thing.
Yeah,
don't tell on us.
Like people won't know.
I don't know what he's talking about. He must have been involved in the other shots that we've taken.
Well, there was that time when Peoples was up, and I guess you were maybe at the bathroom and we were trying to take a shot, and then
we had to wait.
We waited.
Oh,
that's probably that's the time that maybe they're always taking shots.
Yeah, I mean, we wait for one person to walk away, and then we take shots. That's just kind of
every time.
So yeah.
You're
either with us or you're against us. I don't know what to tell you.
Someone stays sober enough to keep this running. That's how they'll do
it. And now it's all downhill.
Paco knows all of our secrets, guys. We gotta do something different. We
this game.
Secrets.
Yeah, who let this guy in?
Right? Jeez. Well, we're glad to have you, Paco. We appreciate you making time and coming out to D-Bellum to hang out with Mike and Amy and join us tonight.
Oh, man.
So, what have you been up to? So we've been kind of hitting our guest up, coming out of this whole 2020 fiasco. What were you working on during 2020? Any new music? Any new projects?
2020 has been an awesome blessing for me. It's helped me to sort of focus on some different things other than the hustle of live shows. And I've always been a songwriter, helped other people with their songs. But I kind of had to do it full force over 2020 and figure out how to do songwriting sessions on Zoom. And just everybody was making albums. So I've been helping a lot of other people with their albums. And I feel like I do write every day. And I wish I had more days to sort of just write my own stuff. I'm working on a new Heart of the City record. I've been working on some solo stuff. SouthFM's been working on something for like 3 years now, and we're just kind of perfectionists and just can't seem to figure out how to make some final decisions and sort of be able to release music into the world. But I guess there's times to do that, there's times not to do that. So we're kind of figuring out, where we're at. But I'm just writing like crazy every day. If I can just wake up and write something that means a little bit of something to somebody else, or a little something to myself, that's all I can hope for. And it's been good, man. It's been really, really good. Everybody started working on albums as soon as 2020 started. So I switched over that, and then recently I started playing live again. So that's just been like a surplus, and it's been fun to get back into it and play again. And I played for Mike and Amy on Sunday, and there were other people there, but he was only. I really love playing for Mike and Amy specifically because there's history there. There's like one of my songs is one of their favorite songs I played.
Right.
While Mikey B was proposing to her, and so they always dance when I play the song Tyler Roses, and so it's just they appreciate it a lot more than other people. So I enjoy it.
I don't know. Okay, I'll claim we definitely do appreciate it more than other people.
I agree.
mean, there's no doubt.
Well,
Right?
y'all claim he wrote it for you, so how do you not?
Right?
We do claim that.
I just say that now.
Yeah.
He's not wrong in saying he played for us because it does feel as if he's playing just for us anytime he plays, whenever we're there, because
You're getting that eye contact. Yeah, you're like, I see your soul. Yeah.
It's true. I do see his soul most of the time.
Nice.
So we got some comments, Paco. We got Spike out here in Abilene. He's wondering, what you've been up to. Also,
Spike, mostly I've been up to, like I said, the writing game. I'm working with a lot of young artists. Some people here from Dallas, but mostly a lot of Austin artists. I think probably one of the biggest things I worked on was this past summer. I worked on the new Nothing More record.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we just did a sort of a series of once to twice a week. We do about a 4 to 6 hour session. We'd all get on Zoom and just hash out a bunch of ideas. I got to hear all kinds of stuff and give my feedback and my perspective on it, and so that was pretty awesome.
And so like from a further level, what does that entail? So they send you a track. Is it completely done? Is it halfway done? Is it like, hey, this is like an acoustic song that's about to be a metal song? What's exactly happening when they send you a track like that? I mean,
it is a mix of everything. Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes it's something finished that, hey, we're having second thoughts about this and that. Sometimes it's hey, here's kind of a skeleton. Sometimes it was, here's an instrumental and we don't have any lyrics yet, but here's a story we want to kind of tell. So it just kind of ranged from all over the place. They were just ready to start showing it to someone else. And there's, I'd say, about 3 or 4 different guys that are part of that process with them that have been a part of the team last time. And I think even the time before that, and then this time. And so it kind of just gets, these songs just get passed around from the other people they work with. And then they'll do something and put it back in the folder and say, listen to this. And how do you feel about this? And it'll just kind of go back and forth. And until they feel happy enough with it or feel like it's like, okay, this is, we're so close. Like, let's go record this. It's ready.
All right. So I got to know more. I'm a musician. I got to know more details than that. When you say you put it back in the folder, what do you mean put it back in the folder? Is that like you guys are using Google Drive? You're using, Logic, Pro Tools? What's going on?
We use Dropbox this time around.
Dropbox. All right.
But we've done Google Drive before, for sure.
We're looking for sponsors. So, whatever.
Right? Hey, Google.
That's what the folder means, But yeah, just a drive, a place where everything's just organized. They're a very organized team, and a new version will get some. They work remote pretty regularly, so somebody will work a little bit on something. Johnny may do some lyrics, send it back. Somebody else, I actually recorded, some of my own stuff, some vocal passes, some different ideas, whatever. So they let me. I took one song and I know I did this with several songs, but one song I specifically remember really kind of just tearing it all up and moving it around and changing this and pulling out parts, and there was just things. And so I haven't heard the final version of that, but I know that when they heard it, it was something that they, they themselves just felt like, wow, I hadn't ever thought about it like that, and I can hear this new arrangement, and it really helped them sort of get past some blocks. Just because they had an outside perspective on something that they're really kind of close to because it's their song. So
I love it, dude.
It was all kind of all over the place.
That's awesome, bro. I think that's
really
fantastic.
Cool. Yeah.
I've always been trying to pull you into my writing for sure. Yeah, that's what that is. I'm
trying to talk about the beanstalk.
I'm pulling Paco.
Oh yeah.
To help me write some stuff one of these days. One of these days.
Nice. Is there a collaboration in the works?
Yeah. Well, that's what we do on Deep Dallas Radio is we get video contracts.
That's right.
That's why we do the
Binding
video now, is so that my
video
video contract.
I'm sorry
Getting him to.
So the expression on my face says approving that I'm ready to
There
When
you
he
go.
says no, we just pull up the live feed. Like,
It's
we'll right here,
binding.
you said.
So even though I'm going to keep talking, I'm just going to start saying.
You smiled. It's binding.
So
When is
Paco,
Paco
just,
not smiling?
just so you know, Paco, we got some more comments. We got Scott Van Slyke, Deep Dallas Radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Melody.
Oh,
You know Melody.
Hey, girl.
You know, we're trying to give love to everybody today.
Hey,
You got Debbie Bowen. You know her?
No, hey, well, so speaking about
Hey, Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. How are you? Oh, Back After Dawn. Yeah, I remember Back After Dawn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on the show too.
What were you gonna say, Paco?
I was gonna say I have been trying to get Mikey B to commit. I think at Heart of the City we have one single horn line in it. We don't do like the horn section, but the whole first album has just the trumpet on it. And so keeping in that tradition, we're kind of trying to, I don't know, I've been working on some new material for the band, and so I've had a few conversations with Mikey B about him playing saxophone on one of the songs.
Nice.
So how the tables turn.
I feel like I'm being put on the spot here. And I don't want to look away from the camera, but
Mikey
I'm like,
says all the time, this is what he says. He goes, "Oh, bro, the guitar lines that you're hearing me play when I'm shredding, those are saxophone parts. Those are horn parts. I'm just translating horn parts."
Hey, I need some of my high school people that remember me in jazz band to vouch for me right now.
Yeah.
If you're out there in
YouTube
land,
like a challenge.
I used to play saxophone.
I believe him, and I would like him to play. So if we can get him, if he smiles, then we can get him to commit.
That's good.
He's smiling.
Done,
He
done.
says that he hasn't played since what jazz band is what you said you haven't played since.
Okay, this is totally back.
But there was one
totally
night
backfiring on my entire
there was a
why
night
I wanted to
that he
do
pulled out the
this.
saxophone. So he's pulled out the saxophone since we've lived in this apartment. So it's only within the past couple of years that he says he
Listen
hasn't
here,
done it. He's
I
definitely
already
done
had
it.
everybody sign a waiver before they came on here
Right.
that nothing
Mikey.
is binding.
How's your embouchure, my friend? Is it good?
Well,
Did you
listen
say from
here.
Honda cheese?
First of all, Brad, it's embouchure.
Oh, well, see. Thank you. Thank you.
Embouchure. Yeah.
What I grew up in Texas, so and for the record, first chair, baritone sax, 8th grade. You're welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
stole your
Whoa,
Wheaties.
first chair.
There was only one of us, but that's not important. Totally not the point.
There wasn't very many. It was like,
Not the point, guys.
yeah. Where did you sit? What row?
I sat next to the rest of the saxophone, second row.
Okay.
Got all
I'm
the
not
altos, tenors, and then me holding this big giant, freaking
I know we were
drive
talking
train.
about Paco once upon a time during
You
the
played
show.
the tuba?
It almost
Hey,
was.
Melody says, "Oh, go, Brad."
There you go.
Oh, go.
I think it's probably time for a Heart of the City video. And then
Yes.
Mikey bails on us. Jeez. What's up with that, Mikey B?
Yep.
He's coming
He
back.
said, I'm out.
Did we upset you, Mikey? What was that?
Happen again if you guys are gonna keep pushing.
I see. Just jump ship, huh? Let's talk about Heart of the City.
Yeah, OHOTC.
There you go. You said you guys are working on new music?
We are. We've actually been sitting on a 10-song cover album that's being sort of in the process, finished up, little details here and there, mixed and mastered. So we want to release that sometime this year in the fall. We've put out Sweet Dreams. We put out a cover at the end of last year, along with 2 singles. One called Kill with Time, and the other one's called Do You Remember? And they were kind of outtakes from our first album, which came out in late 2018, early 2019. So we're gonna release the cover stuff first, 10 songs. It's like End of the Road. It's the Heart of the City version of Like a Stone. Tennessee Whiskey's on there. If I Ever Fall by Shy. It's a lot of my favorite songs that I cover already, and I just extended it to the whole band so we could just do. I wanted to do the Heart of the City type style versions of them. So that, and then I'm just daily trying to chisel away at. I'd like to demo before I let the rest of the band sort of hear it and we start working on it, I like to give the best idea, I guess, that I can finish out what I'm hearing in my head. I like to like paint as big as clear a picture as possible. So I'm in the process of demoing 10 to 12 Heart of the City songs, and I'm like four in, but they're all missing lyrics, and most of the melodies are there, chord changes are there, vibe is there. I have 6 more to go, so I build the vibe inside Logic Pro and add fake drums and play bass. Just
we did get some inside information there. He uses Logic Pro.
There it is.
It's easy.
Logic's awesome.
All the secrets are being let out.
It's super friendly. So yeah, it's and so I'm just trying to chisel away at that. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in my head, and I need to sort of make the time to, focus that time to the craft of really shutting everything off and locking myself in a room and really saying, okay, today I have to finish this verse. I have to finish this chorus. Can't leave these things hanging. I really got to wrap up the story. I really, all those little loose ends that I think you kind of like go on forever as a musician, because you don't really want to force it because you want it to be good, but it takes some time. I'm in the middle of that process.
Well, you mentioned it a minute ago, and Melanie's asking about new videos. Mikey, do we want to bust out the Heart of the City video?
I mean, is that what we want to do, Paco? What's going on here with this video?
So this was there's a lot of original stuff out there, a Part of the City. And you can follow the trail from the video that you're about to see here on YouTube. But this was my hand at animating some artwork. And this was artwork myself and the bass player of the band, Brandon Callies, did. And I just wanted to see if I could figure out how to do a whole video by myself. And so as far as animation is concerned, so it's a bunch of artwork between the two of us. And I just sort of kind of this crazy dream-like sequence. It's advisable to, take some kind of drugs before you watch it, but it does work.
The Beyonce calling him out.
She's calling you out.
It works otherwise. So rewatch it later after consuming any kind of psychedelics. But yeah, so that's what this is. This is just me animating some things, and I guess just I'm for hire.
All right, let's sit back and let's check this out, guys and gals.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Child of the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for someone. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for someone. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Yeah. Ooh. moving on. Moving on, moving on.
Okay, we're back.
That's my noisy box amp. That's single coils going through a box amp. That's what that sounds like.
That was
in there.
That was delightful.
Delightful.
Delightful. That's my word, bro.
Hey, you didn't claim it, bro.
I always say it though.
What's up, Mikey?
A lot of good feedback coming in.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got everybody.
Oh, everybody loves it.
Paco, you're so loved.
As if you didn't already know that we all love him.
Right.
Yeah, there's so much Paco love. Alan's back. He's back in.
Speaking of
There he
Paco
is.
love, so Sunday we were deciding what we were going to do. I had thought I saw that you were playing in I don't remember where I said Carrollton or something. And then I look on Facebook and I realized that it was in Deep Ellum that you were going to play on Sunday. So me and Mike are getting ready and we see it's at 5:00. And so Mike's like, we still need to make those.
Where are we going?
He was like, we still need to make those Paco Estrada shirts. So I get on my Cricut and we whip
As
them
you
up real
do
quick.
Before a Paco show.
as you do.
Normal-
They were a
normal
huge
stuff,
hit, though.
normal stuff.
We made Paco Estrada shirts so that whenever we walked, and we had fully intended for him to only see him whenever he was on stage, but we walked into Will Call and he was already there. And they were written in gold lettering, Paco Estrada, and then has his signature on the
Paco
back.
style, black and gold. He loves that.
It huge hit. A lot of people loved them.
Oh yeah, we put in like 20 orders on that. So
Yeah,
just so y'all
They
know.
were like, yeah, we just made these today, and then people started asking about them, and they literally opened the trunk of their car.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
So
I see.
story is we have bootleg shirts if you want them.
so what do they look like though? I mean, tell us more
Oh,
about
I mean, okay. So next time we go to another video,
Video.
maybe we can. Maybe
I'll
we
go
can.
grab. I know where
Wardrobe
one of those,
change.
so
Wardrobe
I'll have to
change.
grab.
You've already got
Yeah.
an order. Melody wants one up in Colorado. We got to make that happen.
Wait till you see him.
His-
They got there. It's got his signature in gold on the back.
Well,
Paco's sister was
not-
very upset that she didn't have one of the tank tops that I was wearing. Extremely upset.
Yeah, I mean, family was involved. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Right? Oh man.
So.
So I got something else I want to.
Y'all definitely took orders that night for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just follow around, awesome
Yeah, so
musicians.
I felt so we were all using different colors, right? They went with black signatures on that, and then they started doing some silver, so that way we could write on different areas, obviously.
Yeah.
And then all the silver markers were out, and the white spaces had been taken by other members.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like figure out a black space, and then they switch over to gold. And GI, one of the other band members, says, "Hey, we'll just use this gold one." I was like, "No, man, I don't want to be the only signature in gold on there. Like that looks super pretentious." So
Wait, you're telling me my copy's not the only one with a gold Paco autograph on it?
there's like maybe
They all have that?
No, they don't. Maybe like 30
Okay.
of them, 30 or 40 of them have it.
All right,
Dude,
'cause
you
I got 13 out of 200 here.
You got the exclusive.
Nice.
Yeah, limited edition here.
That's that photo where we were in a steam shower.
Yeah, we were showing this earlier. Like Paco's trying to get out, and the other guys are like, "Hey, we're cool, man. Just hang out." You know, it's not awkward. We're fully clothed.
It
You know.
shouldn't be this steamy in here, guys.
It shouldn't be, and yet here we are.
So you mentioned you're working on new music. Did some of that come about after you guys got together to work on this LP, or was that something already in the works with SouthFM?
I'd say about 2018 or so. SouthFM, I got an itch in my somewhere, and
You might want to get that checked out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have salve for that.
Yeah. I tried some gold bonds and some other things, but I just got an itch for like really trying something heavy again, and I think a lot of that really came with being kind of bored of what I had done solo in, I guess 2015, 2016, 2017. I was just kind of getting really bored of what I was doing on my own, and I missed being in something heavy. And Nothing More's last record, The Stories We Tell Ourselves, was kind of out a lot, and I was listening to it a lot, and I had been a part of 4 or 5 songs on that album, and I don't know, I was like, man, I'm still young, I want to connect with that, and I want to be in a rock band and write heavy music again, and so I dove into a lot of things, from my childhood. I dove into guitar pedals and
Hey, I know about your addiction with guitar pedals.
Yeah. So
Hey,
just trying to explore new ways to experience rock music and try to reinvent the wheel a little bit, I guess. Led me down the path of exploring, guitar pedals and trying different things. And so we've just sort of been kind of chiseling away. We wrote, as a whole, about 40 something songs and narrowed it down to our top 8. And so we've just sort of been staring at those top 8 for, obviously COVID happened and we didn't see each other at all in 2020. And so that was sort of a year kind of gone, but I think we all needed some time away from each other because we've been, vigorously weekly meeting in the practice space after we'd all worked our day jobs and just sort of trying to hammer out new ideas and sending demos back and forth and throwing everything we could at it and trying to be our own producers. And I think we're just at a point right now where we know we need an outside perspective. We need someone that's not so married and close to all these ideas and these songs. We need someone to come in that we respect and love that will help take these songs to a better place. So that's kind of where we're at. Just trying to be really patient with the process because we do think that it's worth us putting in the time. We don't want to be one of those rock bands as we have seen, I think a few times we've seen this where rock band, nobody's waiting for it. We've put it so long ago. SouthFM, it'll matter to the people that used to be our fans, and they may come out for a show or two, but after that, the reality is they live in the suburbs and they have kids, and we have to appeal to an audience now. So there's just a lot of pressure, and I don't want to put out something that I feel is subpar and that doesn't make some kind of an impact. And so I know that's a lot of pressure to put on myself for this album and to put on the band, but I feel like if we can't do that, then don't even bother doing it because you can't just put out something that's mediocre. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't want it to fall flat on its face. And maybe that's why we haven't released it yet because
Well, I feel like you might have an opportunity to jump on some momentum here with the DFW Legacy Series release.
Well, I did what started Heart of the City was in late 2017. I did 6 songs from Drama Kids from our first album. I did it Heart of the City style, meaning like I worked with an upright bass player and it was piano and very like old school and jazzy type drums. And we redid those songs down at Orb Studios in Austin, Texas. And I just recently started listening to that session that I never released. And I think it's perfect time with this Drama Kids vinyl coming out. So I want to release these more chill versions of these rock songs at that time. So I'm kind of working on getting that together and getting that mixed and mastered.
Excellent. We will always be there for the vinyl releases, that's for sure. So circling back to Heart of the City, yeah, Amy, I said it. Take a shot. Circle back.
She has to wait until the next video.
Does she? Oh, okay.
She has to wait till the next video. She's not allowed to have one until then.
Are you guys planning on releasing a vinyl version of the covers album? Heart of the City?
With Heart of the City?
Yeah.
No, I think that, vinyl it's not like expensive, but I think for this, the cover thing was actually something that we started last year just to have something out during 2020 when we knew we weren't going to be playing live. Unfortunately, we're just a little behind. Brandon, I've been focusing on other stuff. Brandon Callie's our bass player, he just released an album himself, and he'd been working on that, and so there's just other things going on in our lives, and so the cover thing was just really sort of this temporary hold to make sure that we just had stuff still coming out, and that, our social media was relative and had, current content, and like I said, we're a little behind, but no, we don't. But the next record, the next album, like the real deal, our original stuff, will definitely be on vinyl, and I think I might even want to spring for cassette tape, just because, just a small
cassette tapes, bro.
They're
Yeah.
coming back, man. People are hoarding those things.
Yeah, man.
All
very
things
small
come back
release.
around.
Part of the pedal
Cassette
community,
tapes, bro.
like the-
Cassette tapes, really.
But there's no way to play them anymore.
I got a cassette player right over here.
There's no way to play them. Well, you're old, bro.
Yeah, you got to be old. You got to be old and tapped into the analog
Hey,
world. But
hey,
there are cassette
Paco.
players out there.
Paco, I'm going to take this from Brad. Circling back to the South with the South FM project, you said that you were kind of wary about releasing it as is because, or you had issues with, old people, basically is what I'm saying. Like your fans are old. Is that what you're like? They live in the burbs, kind of like myself. And I'm a fan as well. So what? I mean, I kind of take that personal, when you say we're all old.
But he's not wrong. What are you trying to say? He's not
Well, no,
wrong about.
I'm asking, why do you think that? I mean,
Well,
I go to shows all the time. So, and I live out here.
yeah, I think that you're definitely an exception to the rule. When I think of our dearest fans that would come out to every single show and follow us and travel on the road, I just know that a family life of, which sort of does take you out to the burbs, or having kids and, other things that you have to focus your time and attention on, I think, is not necessarily all that conducive to doing, following a touring band around, or, so I think, to me, what I was really getting at was that all the people that used to love us, of course we're going to have their support, but as far as pursuing it and continuing to do it and continuing to keep up shows, and every time we play, expecting people to come out and see our original music, which is harder these days than playing in a cover band, getting people out, that I just think it will be a challenge. So yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't mean to offend you in any way.
No, none whatsoever.
I do think that you're definitely an exception to the rule, just like I am. I'm 41 years old, but I still live near Deep Ellum, and I
Sure.
like to go out and be a part of it because I live and breathe it. But for a lot of our fans that loved it and came along with the ride for Dear Claudia, they're not the type of people that are going to really be able to come out and support on a.
I get it. I think I was more, thinking about it as kind of a funny thing. More, yeah, we are old, but we can still kick it. We can still kick
Hey,
it.
we aren't that old.
Bring it.
Come on, man.
To circle back around, I would definitely say that.
Oh, dude, they're taking Brad.
I
Come
know.
on, man. You gotta let them.
Everyone's taking
You're
your
let them-
They're
tagline.
taking my saying in vain, guys. This is trademarked. I don't know how to tell you this. You each owe me $15, but
Oh man.
So to circle back,
I used that on a conference call the other day and hesitated. I'm like, oh my god. It worked.
So to cycle back around,
There you go. There you go.
I changed it just enough.
so we had kind of touched on this a little bit the other night whenever we were hanging out after you had played Sunday night, and you just mentioned it, like the originals, you don't know that those are as lucrative. But I, as a fan, and I haven't actually been a fan of you as long as a lot of people have. I've only known you now going on 5 years, which is kind of minimal in the grand scheme of how many people have known you in many, many years. But I was a huge fan for the 5 years, and I am eager to see anything that you put out, whether it be Heart of City, Just Yourself,
SouthFM.
Just Yourself, Just Yourself. Anything that you can put out solo, what are the odds of that happening again?
I had been working pretty seriously on some solo stuff, and I guess when I do solo stuff, I'm always kind of trying to beat my own boredom and sort of recreate something that's interesting to me. And I think whatever I'm doing solo is sort of a reflection of whatever I'm really in love with at the time musically. And so I have tried this whole new sort of different version of creating music, which is a little bit more, I guess, electronic cool. And I don't know, it's just sort of, and I think every artist goes through all kinds of weird phases. But in retrospect, as I'm working, I think the songs are really, really good. I'm at a point right now where I don't know whether they're for me. I did a lot of time over the last 2 years working on some music that I'm starting to feel like maybe these songs are for somebody else. But in that chaos of my creativity, there is this sort of like Americana, more alt country, sort of some of my older stuff that I've done before that I'm going to circle back around to.
Damn it. We're going to be hammered before this show is over. We're going to be hammered.
But,
Paco's up to 30.
Yeah, because what I'll have is I do write, constantly. And so I have a lot of leftover stuff. It's good. It's just leftover because it doesn't fit with Heart of the City and it doesn't fit with SouthFM. Or there's a lot of songs that SouthFM is not going to use. And there's a lot of stuff, not a lot of stuff, but there's some stuff with Heart of the City, whatever. It's sort of, so every time I write, and then I sort of will decide later on if sometimes in the now moment, it's like, this is definitely a Heart of the City song. But I'll write, there's a lot of stuff that's like, okay, this doesn't fit any of those things. So I'm slowly collecting those songs to do something that's a little bit more like bedtime stories, or maybe indefinite, something, that's just, electric guitar, drums, something just sort of simple band, but it doesn't have to be heavy, and it's just sort of highlights the songwriting. So that's on the horizons. It's just, man, it's hard for me I've been having a lot of hard time focusing on finishing things. I think it's just because I'm all over the place with a lot of different projects. So, but that is definitely on the list.
Good.
Sure.
I'm a huge fan of bedtime stories. When we first met, that and you may or may not remember it, but like the second that you told us about bedtime stories, I immediately went on my phone and I put it on my phone so that I had it immediately. And you were like, I'll just give you a CD. And I was like, no, I want to pay for this. It's really, really good that I want to own this. And it's still, I forget that I have it on my phone. And if I don't have like something already queued up on my phone and I plug my phone into my car, I automatically hear you. So I don't never have any idea what song it's going to play, but American Girls has been one that popped up today whenever I plugged my phone in. And it's always just like, get in my car, I'm going to work. And so you're not happy about that, but I plug in my phone and I hear you singing and I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be a good day. It's fine.
I'm happy to go to work.
Yeah.
I just recently played some bedtime story songs for some friends of mine in Austin, and I went to see them, and they asked me to play some songs for their kids who are big fans. And one of their daughters always thought that American Girls was about American Girl dolls.
Oh, how sweet and innocent.
I said yes, that it was about American Girl dolls. And then her favorite Heart of the City song is a song called Stash, which is about marijuana. It's about marijuana reform.
What did she think that one was about?
I told her it was about making money. Having money in your pocket to make some change, because
that's smart. That's a smart.
In my pocket. But she's like, "That's my favorite
that
song."
around.
So it's like, okay, well, I'm glad though. Hey, I want to just say, Alan Garrett. I know you've been out. You were asking about Black Tie Vendetta, and they just started up their social media. And Brandon is kind of living up closer from all the Austin area, living closer here to the DFW area, and he's been meeting a lot with some of the other members of Black Tie Vendetta. And I don't know if there will actually be a album that comes out by any means, but I know that they're going to trickle out probably some old mixes of some old songs or something like that. But anyway, just letting you know, because I see Alan Garrett was asking on the comments here.
No, I mean, that's why one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing. And I want people to know that, one of the whole reasons why we've chosen this new platform is so that you can actually approach the artist in what we're doing live, visually. I mean, I think this is something new, and they can actually reach out and ask you a question and ask any of our artists a question, our artists, their artists, whatever you want to call it. But, hey, leave a comment, follow the artists. They're real people. Everybody's real people. And
we're real peoples.
Hey, that's me.
We have the real people.
What are you talking about?
Will the real peoples please stand up?
Stand up, people. Stand
No.
up. We're not going away from your full.
No, I don't have pants on.
He's got to speed up.
Oh, don't stand up then.
Yeah, we're not going
Don't
away
stand
from
up.
your full. We got to see what you're working with, bro. Come on.
This
We
is
need to
the
sing around
Paco
with Tom
show.
Petty's free balling. Is that what's
Yeah.
going on here?
It's the Paco show,
He
not the
doesn't- he
people
doesn't-
show.
Yeah, he doesn't want to show me up.
Uh-oh, Melody's standing. Melody's standing. She said she's calling you out, bro.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, there's a difference when you're typing it and when you're on the video.
So hey, peoples, why don't one of the things I did notice is that you're wearing an amazing shirt.
Yeah.
I know you
Yep.
can't stand, but maybe you can kneel. I don't know. What are you doing? Show the shirt.
I am showing the shirt. Hey,
That's Chad Level. That's Chad Level, right? That's for
Yes.
Chad.
Mhm.
absolutely.
He's making some good progress, and we miss you, Chad. We love you.
Yeah, and I did want to point out that I did hear that it is going to be time to start visiting, and
We can't wait.
I
Oh
had
my
to
god.
let them
Yeah, there's so many of us.
word. I know it's significantly different now. There's a lot more interaction that can take place, and so I know the last time I visited, it wasn't a lot of feedback from him. There was some, but I'm anyway, just wanted to say that and put that out there for people if you don't know that already and you're listening to make that a point, and go to that group chat and find a way to be of service and go sit and spend some time with him. I'm sure he needs it.
Absolutely.
We love Chad, man. Best guy ever.
Aside from Paco.
Going from that, Paco, and then I know that this might be difficult, but I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up another one of your videos here and see if we can play that. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, what are you gonna try to pull up?
Like Stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would say something about that?
I mean, Chris Cornell is just one of my favorite artists ever. Just singers and
Yep.
just longevity of career-wise, and as a songwriter has just, oh man, how many just amazing songs has this guy written? And he's one of those artists where when I sing along to him in the car, or even when I sing this song, live, I hope that he's somewhere in some spiritual realm or some, non-physical world, using my voice so he can sing again in the physical world when I sing this song. So,
I don't know how I could have
it's a very
introduced it.
special, sacred song to me. And Chris Cornell is awesome and amazing. Everybody knows that guy. It's not like
But Paco Estrada doing that.
rambling.
Paco Estrada doing that is something special. Here we go. This is for the fans.
No audio, Mikey.
All right. Okay, well, that didn't work. That's my fault. We'll figure it out. We'll come back to it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Now he's like a rose instead of
Yeah.
stone.
Tyler Rose.
Melody said video making up here in Colorado featuring Mikey B. I would love that would happen of a Paco Mikey B video, but I don't think that's ever going to happen because Mikey B is not equipped for the cold.
No.
We will learn more about that very soon.
We went to Colorado.
He did. He was not equipped for the cold.
Because he always wears shorts.
I mean, hey,
And he's a buck in a corner soaking wet.
No. Yeah, well, that's true. No, I've actually put on some pounds because she feeds me well.
Good for her.
That's a fact.
Fair.
I'm having a hard time buttoning that top button, if you know what I mean.
But if Paco wants to go to Colorado and make a music video, you have a place to stay. Melody's got you.
We actually have been meaning to go. I think that is exactly where we would stay if we went. So it would be Melody's house. So
It's really nice.
Yeah, we'll see you there in a couple of weeks.
Where in Colorado is
Whenever
Melody?
She's in Denver area.
yeah, we wouldn't take a van. I mean, we would just the planes are so cheap. It's so cheap to go to Colorado. You go on a Tuesday morning, like what is it, like $18, $20? $30.
They
It's
pick
like
you up at your
35.
house. You just hop
I
on.
think that might be a bus you're thinking of.
Mega
Flights are cheap, just depending on
When?
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, straight out to Colorado, they really are. It's yeah, they really are.
I flew to Detroit for $36. It was ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Not a lot of people going to Detroit.
that's a fact. That's why I came home.
A lot of one-way tickets out of Detroit, I think. Oh, Mikey, you
what
I
upcoming
can't
shows
pull up
do
the
you have
Like a
coming
Stone.
up?
He hasn't put that on Facebook. Unfortunately, I was trying to share my
Oh.
screen.
That-
This
all
is,
his-
I'm
all
kind of
his-
new to the technology
Let's see.
that we're dealing with, but
don't play those.
yeah, kids these days.
No, those
I don't know what you got, Paco.
Just go get another Heart of the City album, a Heart of the City video. That's the most current stuff. I don't even have any current stuff, so-
Okay.
Hey, you got
Okay.
it in studio, buddy. You're gonna have to
I
live
know
with that.
he's
Deal with
put me on
it.
the spot. He's asking me for for things that I don't know how to do. I'm new to this technology myself, so
He's never looked for things on YouTube before.
yeah. Apparently not, because it's all pulling up Jay-Z instead of Paco.
Common mistake.
Did you
Well,
know
that's
that
where Big Story is. So
what about When the Lights Go
What
Down?
about the river? That's a good one. It's a nice video. It's a pro video right there.
Where is that at?
Heart of the City, the river. That's it right there.
Oh, right here.
Same
Let's-
one,
Okay. All right. Okay. We are gonna do one video of
Soon?
Paco.
yeah.
Yeah,
So this
like
is the Heart of the
today-
City video. You want me
today.
to set it up?
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
set it up.
This is a Heart of the City video called "The River." It was our first single off our debut album, and it was filmed in a church. It is not a religious video by any means. If you'll wait till the end, it's pretty cool. Not that it's not cool before you get to the end, but it's even cooler if you. Well, you'll have to watch because we're gonna play it till the end.
That's right. We are gonna play it to the end. Does it have sound? There it is.
When we lost our way in the shadows of the sun, when the sins of the fathers were the sins of the sons, we went down to the river. We went down to the river. When we wandered free, eating apples from the trees, when we settled down to have a family, we settled down by the river. Settled down by the river. I wanna be a believer. So take me down the river. Take me down be born in the river. I wanna be a believer. When we danced all night underneath the cherry moon, when the fireflies came and the flowers bloomed, we were down by the river. She laid me down by the river. When the soldiers come to the rhythm of the drum, and we gave his land in our brother's blood, it's flowing down the river. I wanna be a believer. Take me down to the river, oh, take me down to the river, oh. I wanna drown in the river, to be reborn in the river. I wanna be a believer. One day the river will wash away all of the pain that this world can make. When they get shed out on me, oh, don't be afraid. Life will find a way. We're gonna find a way. Take me down. Drown in that river, to be reborn in my river. Take me down, take me down. I wanna learn to forgive her, to be reborn in that river. Take me down, take me down. I wanna be a believer. Take me down.
Wow.
Get that slow clap.
Hang on, sorry.
Yeah,
We gotta get
totally.
down here. Yeah, we're here. We're already on, Paco.
So what was cool?
Everybody's back.
Jeez.
Because I had some family that came out on a Wednesday on the outskirts of San Antonio to be in that video, and everybody decided to take off work that day so they could sit and watch, like, be in the audience and pretend to be a part of, the show.
That was awesome. I've said it before, brother. I could listen to you sing the phone book. So that was just incredible.
100%.
Let me speak from experience. That costs a lot of money.
Does it?
To hire him to come over and just sing the phone book.
And just sing my phone book. Yeah.
It's great.
So
well worth the money, but it is expensive.
A vegan meal involved.
True.
There does. Yeah, he doesn't do it for free. You do have to supply a vegan meal.
Yeah, there's no free ride around here.
No.
You get Paco on.
I feed you, you feed me. That's how.
Yes.
There it is. I like it.
So how long did the makeup take at the end of that Day of the Dead makeup?
We shot everything we could until that. And then I would say there's probably a good, we had 2 different people working on us, and it was just the band members. And they skimped out on everybody else except me. Like, I got the colors and stuff. Yeah. And then everybody else got a little bit more of a basic look. But it was about an hour, I'd say an hour 15 to an hour and a half in between. They actually worked really, really fast. And we were on a time schedule because we only had the church that day. And they said if we were able to clean it all up and make sure that it looked like we weren't even there, that they would give us our deposit back. It was a Wednesday because we couldn't use it on weekends because it was a wedding venue. But yeah, the whole concept is that this girl she's dead. She's wandering around. She hasn't found her way to wherever the afterlife is or wherever she needs to go. And it looks like we're just there playing in some church, but we're actually all there waiting for her, you know. And she comes up, and a little bit of a water ceremony. The whole thing, the song, "The River" is about water and our relationships with water as humanity, and you know, as far as like setting up civilizations down by the river to using it as the way to cleanse ourselves, you know, from a baptism to, you know, I just sort of it's sort of a homage to water. And anyway, so the whole thing, and I'm pouring the water, and then all of a sudden she puts the water on her face, and she realizes, you know, the whole Day of the Dead thing is that she's dead and we're dead, and we're there to kind of take her into the next world. You know, we've been waiting there for her to find this church out in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool.
It is really
It
cool.
is very cool.
Very
You're
cool.
not wrong in your guess about being cool. Cool.
Absolutely. Words go here.
Yeah.
Circle back
You
around
are
to English.
right.
I had to start taking my payments from Paco and vinyl.
Oh, man. Paco, I don't know how you do it, man, but I would buy anything you put out. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think there's proof in our walls that we will.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even want to know.
Yes, I
The
do.
amount of Paco vinyls that we have.
I have
And
every
not
single
all
one I
of
can
them are
afford.
even on our walls. We are.
No, there's also the big painting of me where I'm holding the bull and the horns and the whole thing.
Yeah, that's. I'm trying not to look with you
In shorts.
because it's weird because I'm looking the opposite direction. I'm gonna look this way.
Spandex.
There you go.
This way. Is that suiting? I'm looking literally at
Yes.
lines right now, but I'm looking with Paco.
Y'all are
Hey,
looking
the
together.
bull by the horns painting.
I'm literally
That's up on the
taking
wall.
The bull by the horns.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan, we'll get you some links to Heart of the City, to Paco, to South FM. Check out DFW Legacy Series if you want to pick up the Drama Kids LP that was just dropped. Very limited number. But yeah, I'll get some links plugged into the Facebook post here
Yeah,
shortly, Alan.
I push a lot of stuff on the Instagram, which is my personal Instagram is Paco Estrada TV. And if you go there, there's always a link tree right in my bio that's for Heart of the City. And if you hit that link tree, it'll take you to our website to
What is it?
our
Paco
social
Estrada.
media. Yeah, Paco Estrada TV, like as in television.
I mean,
Or,
like this? Is this correct? Are you looking at your screen, Paco?
that's I was like, I thought you showed me on your screen. Like,
Yeah.
there's an ad
Too many
sign.
screens.
There's an ad sign
Before or after?
before it.
At the
Ad
big-
Paco
Okay.
It's
Estrada.
Instagram, honey. Get it together.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna do an ad, Paco.
Yeah. Hey, Alan, we appreciate you doing that, brother. That helps us know that it's about the top of the hour. So
Yeah, right.
Alan's kind of part of the show here and just kind of cues us to be toward the end of the day.
Is this
And
correct? Is this correct at the bottom of the screen?
there you go.
That's-
Okay, everybody, get with that. Get with it.
Look at you.
Follow Paco on
At
Instagram.
and Paco Estrada TV.
At the Instagram.
Hey, we're having a great
Wait,
time
does
with
that
Paco
mean
tonight.
this is over? We only get to go for an hour?
No, we can go as long as you want,
I feel like
Paco,
we should
because you're
start.
Paco.
We should start.
I know.
And
we
we-
need mushrooms though.
Well, we all have more alcohol, so I think we can go as long as you want.
We can go a
Well,
little
they got a
longer.
bowl of candy here, and I think that
Hey, let's do a little Q&A. What do you
this
want?
They
is
got-
this is the ASMR version of the section of the.
Hey, Paco, what do you think about doing some Q&A for the show right now? Q&A for the show. I think we have fans that might want to ask you a question.
Question
Anybody-
number one.
Hey, anybody have a question for Paco? Let's do it right now, right here, right now.
What's your favorite color?
Gold.
Gold,
Black.
black.
Oh. God, I was so close.
And I think that starts from, being a big kid, and somewhere when I was younger, I heard someone say that black makes you look thin. And then I just ingrained in my psyche that I just feel I look thinner when I wear black.
Hey, brother, why
I
do you
feel
think
the same way.
my whole closet is black?
Yeah. And I like it. Black's nice. It's nice. It's hot. It can be hot sometimes, but it's still.
Hey, we're looking for some questions. We got some people out there that are watching.
So I have a question. So you did some art for Will Call that got sadly stolen, but you did a redo and it was completely different. It was still beautiful. what are the odds that people can buy some of your art?
So if you go to Paco Estrada TV and you scroll down, you'll see plenty. If you don't see my face doing this in front of a microphone, which means that it's a singing video or a singing photo, then you'll see some of my artwork.
Is it like this?
That's the guy. That's the guy. Yeah, that guy. I use, it's hard. I rarely ever ask the photographer to come out. So when somebody takes a badass snapshot, I definitely get my use out of it.
Paco, we
flyers and for Instagram.
All of the
Paco, the questions are flying in, so we're gonna have to answer some of these questions.
So yes.
Hang on.
I do that. I still do artwork all the time in my spare time. To me, it's the same thing as writing songs. It's a place where I can go to and be myself. And
so me and Mikey need one. Is basically what I'm asking.
So yes, if you ask for something and you want me to do something specific, yes. Right now, I'm really into the 3-dimensional thing with flowers, and I use a lot of flowers.
Amen.
And the sugar skull, the data
Amen.
type stuff.
Yes.
So
Yes.
All
right.
Me and Mike are in.
Okay.
So Melody has a question, Paco. Here it
Yes.
is.
Screwball. Alan.
No, it's Alan.
Screwball is my favorite drink, Alan. Sorry, I'm reading this. I'm sorry about that.
Screwball, huh?
And then Melody has a question. Here it is.
Amy went all the way through the depths of her vegan cooking soul, and she has wrapped up some lasagna rolls, and it's all vegan stuff: vegan cheese, vegan meat, vegan noodles, the whole 9 yards. And there was a vegetable spread put out with some hummus, where even the cucumbers were skinless. So she took a lot of time to make this happen. There was some cauliflower ranch chips that we dipped in the hummus.
Mhm.
What?
Man,
Yeah, they went
Dude,
all out.
those chips were
and then
pretty
Mikey
dope, dude.
had some mushrooms, and he had, I mean, literally, he showed me 3 different types of mushrooms I've never seen in my life. You don't get them at Aldi where I shop. So
I mean, bro, we haven't even had those yet. So we're about to do that. That's the after show.
I'm on my way.
yeah, vegan lasagna, and they're gonna eat it too because they're troopers, and they're not having any regular meat either. In fact,
We don't. There's no regular meat here.
Partaken in any.
We're not doing any
We're
meat
not
tonight.
steaking beef jerky on the side.
Bread
We are.
smells
Or
good.
pepperoni.
Right, pepperoni under the table.
No
pepperoni under
on
the table
We are
tonight.
100% vegan tonight.
Yeah, they're committed.
There's nothing
Nice.
wrong with that, by the way, because that food is good. I'll eat that food just as much as I'll eat a steak.
I mean,
So Paco
Amy can
Melody
cook. It doesn't
had
matter.
another question for you guys. Will there be any shows into July? Anything currently scheduled?
I've been taking shows pretty rapidly right now. I just started booking with 13th Floor, and then I'm trying to make up with all the people that I normally play at and that I haven't played at in a while. So I know I've been doing these once a month for sure at Will Call. So, Melody, I know you'll come down and be a part of the Will Call because your family down there with your mom and everything. So, and your sister and, your family, it's family. So I know that I'll be down there for sure in July. I play Will Call next week. Next Wednesday, so it'll probably be late July.
Well, we're out of town. You're playing.
Yeah. And then I'm also gonna start doing one like a early Saturday situation or an early Sunday situation that we'll call as well. So there'll be that for sure. But I have been booking a lot of other things that and I will have stuff on the books for sure. So yeah, come on in town and
Very cool.
Not that you'll need places to stay, but you're welcome.
And they can find that on Instagram, Facebook, as far as tracking upcoming shows and announcements.
Yeah, always mostly on my Instagram, and I try to push it over to my Facebook. But that's where I guess I'm just kind of fed up with Facebook, and it's not a place for me. So I spend most of my time promoting on Instagram. And even if I got lazy and maybe it's not a show that I was trying to promote so much, rather than just trying to make some money, I'll still put it up on my story, so you'll still see it, within 48 hours or so.
Well, I feel like we could dive into that. Why is Facebook not a place for you? Or not. We don't have to.
I don't really. I want to get in and get out. I like the picture thing. I like the quick little video. Like, I guess I'm not much of an engage. I don't like to engage, and I know that maybe that's what social media is about engaging more. Maybe that's why I'm not a master at it, but with Instagram, it's just a lot easier and quicker. And you get in, you get out, and
Mhm.
I don't like to spend time scrolling. I'll get caught up scrolling, and then I'm like, I just need to be out of here. I need to be doing something in the real world where I'm not looking at a screen. Or
That's fair.
at least if I'm looking at a screen, I'm like working on a song. Or I guess there's too much opinions and too much of what other people have to say, and I guess I'm not all that concerned about it. As more of I'm just trying to go, hey, this is where I'm playing. This is some new music I'm working on. If that could be of service to you, if not, then we don't really, there's not too much else interaction that I feel like I can give with my life, because I want to focus on other things.
That's awesome. I agree with you. I mean, I think everything needs to be in moderation.
Mhm.
And but we thank everybody for tuning in with us here on whatever platform you're using, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Paco, what do you think about the experience, the new platform, and can we get your endorsement to bring in some more artists and talk to more people in the future?
Yeah, I think we've all had to embrace technology like this. I'm definitely not afraid of it. I've had to figure out how to do creative writing sessions with multiple people in a format like this, through things like Zoom. So I think this is the new vibes, and it allows for you to have guests in places that wouldn't normally be able to come down and be here in person, who have other things that maybe they need to be doing or cannot commit to that kind of schedule. So I love that, and this has been a great experience. I think you've been a great host, and you definitely are figuring out the technical situation part of it.
Hey, I need you to tell my boss that. 'Cause
Mikey's got a mid-year review coming up.
There's always a curve for these things. I think, man, you got these, logos on the bottom, and you got all this here, and so, yeah, man, this is great. I kind of feel like,
do you feel connected
to
to
longer than an hour?
Yeah, and we are over an hour. We're like 6 minutes over that, and we're only being held on by your fans.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have the best fans there are in the world.
Melody and my fiance MJ and Alan.
That's not true. Come on, everybody, step up.
Our
There's more.
Debbie
Hey,
Bowen,
this is
we
like
got a bunch of
after
folks
hours.
on.
Oh yeah, Debbie's here too.
This is after hours with Paco Estrada.
Right? You had quite a few folks.
I wasn't finished listing everybody. Crystal Bell. I went to high school with her, and then she knew Mikey.
Really?
Some random. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
She's great.
I do know her. She's awesome.
Yeah, I met her through Mike. She's great.
Bobby Finn. Much love, Bobby Finn.
Oh, I love Bobby Finn.
Is an archivist.
He's an archivist.
Who archives. His main thing is about not editing things,
and he will not let you.
There's no hiding behind anything.
With how he
no
does things.
It's like, hey, this is this is what I saw. This is what the fans saw. This is what you're gonna get, and I love that. So I just want to say, hey, Bobby, we love you, and thank you for taking your time to do that. I know that it's not always the most fulfilling thing, and there's probably plenty of nights where you may feel like
you're not doing it for the fans. You're doing it for the artists, and we appreciate you, and we love you.
Sometimes you just do things because, hey, man, that's in your soul, and it's in your soul to be an archivist, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's archivist. I'm calling him archivist. It sounds fancier that way, though.
It does.
Absolutely.
It has a ring to it. Ting.
I
I don't know why we're still on right now. Unless
dinner
everybody is having a great time like we are.
I was gonna say, I think you guys are probably hungry.
We're starving.
We're gonna try to eat beforehand, but
good food takes time. So here we are.
Mikey was picking the mushrooms from some fields.
I was out in the fields behind the cows. We're gonna have a good time.
Word of advice, brother. You want to be in front of the cows.
All right, I'll take that.
All right,
Paco.
Paco.
Hey,
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
and we just want to say thank you for everybody for watching, listening, interacting. That's what we're trying to do. This is about community. This is about love and bringing everybody together. And thank you for joining us. And please subscribe and keep joining us because we're going to keep doing it.
Awesome.
Stay
Thank
tuned,
you,
stay
everyone.
local.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Out.